The Nintendo Wii. It sold 101 million copies from the time it was released on November 18th, 2012. After the failures of the GameCube, Nintendo had to go and make something groundbreaking if it ever sought to compete with Xbox and PlayStation. And they went and did it. The Wii, focusing on its motion-controlled gameplay and hitting casual markets, skyrocketed in sales, and it was an amazing system. Surely whatever Nintendo had next in store would be quite the beast. Now, despite the Wii U being more of a flop and a failure than you are to your parents, it's still an amazing console. Sure, it had a lot of problems, but during its lifetime I played the ever-living crap out of this system. It had beautiful and great games like Splatoon, Nintendo Land, and Breath of the Wild. Yes, I did play it on Wii U before Switch. It was such a creative and fun little system. For me though, a huge part of this was because of its unique controllers. First off, Nintendo reintroduced the Wii Emote with the Wii U. This led people who already had Wiis to be able to save money and bring their original controllers over, which is always nice to see. This also led to other benefits like a whole Wii inside the Wii U. Now, to the first new controller, we have the Wii U Pro controller. This controller is amazing. Although, I don't think this controller is the perfect controller, and its button layout is pretty weird, it feels amazing to control and hold in my hand. And its battery life. Man, this thing can last to 80 hours. But this is all overshadowed by the Wii U's Big Bertha controller, the gamepad, where portions of the Wii U's controversy came from. Many criticized this controller. Sure, half of what you paid for the system most likely went into this, but how could you not love it? First off, it feels so nice to hold, it's so ergonomic, and the triggers and bumpers feel amazing. It also has a few nice features built in with the controller, like a gyro, but most important, the built-in screen. A 6.2-inch 854 by 480 pixel display. It wasn't the most beautiful thing, but this is what made the Wii U so special to me. First off, you didn't need the TV to play. And even though the screen kinda sucked, it led you to being able to ditch the TV, which is nice when you have siblings or parents who might want to use that TV. I would also bring this thing along long car trips, plugging the Wii U into an outlet in the car and playing it off the gamepad. Aside from these conveniences, it had a lot of potential creative uses. And a lot of these are shown through its games. The games on the Wii U were incredible. Still some of the most fun I've played to this day. A lot of these games use the gamepad in creative ways. For example, one of my favorite game series and the title I sunk the most hours into, Splatoon, originated on this console. It used the gamepad's gyro function to aim. This paired with the movement and controls just made it feel so natural. If you looked away from the TV to the gamepad, you would see a map showing the map covered in ink, and your teammates which you could super easily jump to just by clicking on them. I still prefer Splatoon 1's controls over to Splatoon 2 any day of the week. Other games that beautifully used the Wii U gamepad were games like Pikmin 3, which had you use the screen to call back your Pikmin when they were away. Mario Maker was amazing, which brought a very intuitive stage designer, with controls brought by the touchscreen. How Mario Party 10 had its own special Bowser Party mode, where the person with the Wii U pad worked to beat off the other co-op players, trying to get to the end of the party. But another special favorite of mine was its pack-in title, Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land was its own party game, the Wii Sports of the Wii U. Screw Wii Sports Club, no one played that crap. Nintendo Land showed one thing that I think the Wii U's main strong point was, local multiplayer. This game was so much fun to play with friends. Playing the mini games like Mario Chase, where one Mario has to avoid the 4 Toads for a set amount of time, and the Luigi Mansion game, where the ghost has to try and eliminate all the other players, while the 4 players only have a flashlight to whittle down its health and slay the ghost. And even without the 100% or multiplayer-oriented game, it still showed off its controls and knickknacks on the gamepad through its games like Donkey Kong Crash Course, a gyro-controlled game which was rage-inducing, yet so charming and so much fun. Just like how Wii Sports showed off the Wii, Nintendo Land showed off the Wii U. Nintendo Land showed how amazing the Wii U was when it came to local multiplayer. This system, despite having everything going for it, had so much missed potential. Some of the games had really cool applications like previously said, but in some games where it would just make sense, they barely used anything. Mario Kart 8, for example, The gamepad hosted a horn button, a map, and an extra view. I can think of a million better ways to have this game. They could have taken one of the split screens from the TV away so that during local multiplayer, 2 players could get their own screen. They could have also have done so much better battle modes. Maybe one where everyone tries to defeat a huge player using the gamepad by throwing items at him, but the gamepad user can stun others by running them over. Something like that. Although there were examples of good gameplay uses, game devs barely took advantage of it, even in their big games. In Mario 3D Land, it enabled you to cheat. In Wind Waker, it was an item management system. In Twilight Princess, it was just another item management system. But in a game that is huge about item management, Minecraft was just another view. So much unused potential in multiplayer games. But that's not the only reason it failed, oh no. A reason why the first Wii did so amazing was how it hit casual markets. Nintendo played these guys like a fiddle, so when it came to their next console, they were going to try to hit the same markets again, but it didn't hit at all. Their biggest mistake was calling the system Wii U. Unlike a gamer myself, casuals didn't know what the system was. Many thought it was an addition to the Wii, since in all the promotion material, the system was just like a Wii, plus a controller with a screen. In the heads of casual consumers, it was, we already have a Wii, so why would we need to get this? People didn't know what the system was. Oh, and the marketing. Not just for the system, but for everything else. Like the games were just lackluster. Weird ads for games like a Yoshi's Woolly World that were just redundant. Console ads that went like, hot button popcorn, that's a deal! And an Amiibo Smash Bros. Ad that was about a little boy's quest for women, while Steve Harrington was consistently making fun of him. The marketing was such a turnoff for every consumer in the world that did not consist of Nintendo diehards, like me. I'm a Nintendo diehard, which makes it so sad for me that the Wii U did as bad as it did. The Wii U during its lifetime sold 13.56 million units as of late December 2019. The Wii sold almost 10 times more, with 101 million. The PlayStation 4 had sold 116 million units. The Xbox One sold 50 million. Out of all of Nintendo's home consoles, minus the Virtual Boy, the Wii U was the worst performing console to date. This subsequently caused many of its amazing games to be unseen by the majority of people. But just because a console performed poorly and had a handful of mistakes, I still love this little thing. I have so many memories. From the times my friends and family were playing Nintendo Land, trying to beat each other's into the ground, from when I connected online play to Mario Kart 8 with people who are undeniably better than me, when my friends and sisters would get on Minecraft for the Wii U and play the battle mode using the awful built-in voice chat through the gamepad's mic. I have so many great, amazing times and memories with this system.